Hey guys, this is Girl Montag, and I'm going to draw my life. So, I was born on July 24th, and I was born when a bunch of my family was over, and my mom was actually grilling up some steaks when her water broke, and so that was pretty interesting. I was born to my dad, and then my older brother, as well as my grandma was there at the time, and I was born a month early than when I was supposed to be born. I don't remember much about that town because we moved before I started kindergarten, but I do remember the sandbox. I was shaped like a turtle, living in perpetual fear of falling off of the top bunk, as well as being passed over this chain link fence in our backyard in order to play with the kids who lived next door, who had an even bigger backyard. It was pretty awesome. We then moved into this big red brick house in the middle of a provincial park in southern Ontario, and it was over 100 years old, so it was always creaking and there was no one that lived nearby, so I was always pretty sure that there was going to be like a psycho machete killer coming to get us. It was just that sort of area, even though it was gorgeous. But luckily I always had my cat Milo around, and I knew for sure that if anything was going to come, he was going to protect me from it. Soon after, I started elementary school, which is where I met my first awesome friend, Mel. I remember she approached me one time when we were in grade 2, and that was the first time that we had ever really talked, and she just came straight up to me and asked, "Hey, want to be friends?" And I was like, "Sure, sounds good." When we got into grade 4, Mel moved away because her family wanted to live in a different town, and we saw each other for a couple of weeks or so, but then we just started to grow apart. That was around the time that I started to gradually start pulling away from people. I really didn't have that many other strong friendships at the time, and I was really insecure because I was a chubby kid, and a lot of people have to go through that, but not a lot of them have a dad who's a professor whose main area of study is childhood obesity, a mom who deals with a lot of obese clients, and an older brother who's basically athlete extraordinaire Adonis type. It was around then that my parents told me they were worried about me getting wider than I was tall, and my brother actually chased me around the house one time with a hockey stick so that I would exercise to lose weight. I love my family and I know that they were actually just concerned about me, but at the same time, it really kind of hit a nerve. I did gymnastics at the time, and my mom actually told me recently that a lot of the girls who were there as well would point and laugh at me when I would do stuff, even though I had no idea at the time, so she pulled me out of the program because she was worried about my self-esteem. But I was actually pretty proud of myself. Like, I knew what I liked to do. I really liked to read. I read Harry Potter and Tamora Pierce books. I liked to draw and enjoyed seeing myself get better in that. And I really liked playing video games and imagining different worlds and different adventures. And I think that's where my creativity mainly stemmed from. Because people focused on my weight though and my lack of physical activities, I kind of started to hide my interests and just sort of go with the flow, trying to make myself as small as possible to not anger anybody at the time. I started to get really quiet. When I entered grade 5, I was told that I was gifted. All that this meant is that I had a different thinking process than most kids, and so I got concepts a lot quicker and tended to think more abstractly. And so, since school wasn't getting any better, I switched schools to attend this program when I entered grade 6. It was hard at first. Everybody else knew each other and I didn't know anybody. I was just this chubby girl with too long hair who liked dragons, but soon I made friends with Lisa and Sarah, and then slowly more and more people I got to talk to until I had friends in different grades as well. The classes were all really put together, so it was like just one giant family. I found out about new things and started new hobbies as well. I got some confidence when I found out I was funny and joined the improv team. As well, I had two great teachers, Mr. Hannah and Ms. Bean, and they showed me that my ideas were actually worthwhile and creative and interesting, and they gave me a lot of confidence from that. I'd be a different person without them. After 3 years of Gifted, I graduated into high school, and things only got better. I was still overweight, but I got all that confidence from meeting new friends and doing new things that I did a whole bunch of clubs. I joined the marching band and went to Disney twice. I was an honor student in all my classes. I made the improv team and I was a co-captain when we went to the tournament twice. I won a couple of art awards and was a member of Students' Council as well. Overall, it was just super fun, and I made even more friends and had even more fun. It was also around that time that I started developing a sense of style and really got into fashion. After graduating from high school, I went to Ryerson University in Toronto, Canada, where I attend the Fashion Communications program. It turned out to be a crazy amount of work, a lot more than I ever thought I could deal with, but I've met some amazing people, like Mari, who I met, actually she lived next door to me in residence, as well as Erin, who lived just down the hall to me in residence actually, and we had all of our class togethers. And as well as Ryan, who also lived on the same floor as all of us. It was kind of serendipitous, and all three of us were in fashion. Mari is a YouTuber goddess. I'm sure she'll be successful in all that she does. Erin is the queen of Tumblr, and Amore is just going to be the biggest thing in fashion that you've ever seen. They're all really cool people, and I have no doubt that we're going to be friends for a really long time. I love all of them. This year I'm doing an academic exchange from Toronto, Canada to Amsterdam, the Netherlands. It's been really interesting so far, and I'm excited to travel more throughout Europe and see more things. I'm here to study independent fashion magazine creation, and it's been really interesting so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that develops. As well, being on exchange kind of offers you the chance to reinvent yourself, so I'm having a lot of fun finding out what I really like and what I want out of life, as well as being more open to sharing things that I like with other people. Getting over that fear of sharing things that I like or are interested in with others is one of the main reasons that I started a YouTube channel. I want to have a way to send out my feelings and stories to the world, even if no one hears it or if 5 people hear it. The main thing is that I put it out there, and hopefully it will mean that one day I can get better at doing that with people that I meet face to face. Inside, I'll always have a little bit of that chubby, quiet girl in me, and I'll probably be overly conscious of my appearance for a while, but both the negative and positive parts of my past have shaped me into the person I am today, and I really like that person. My bad times have made me self-sufficient and creative, and the good helped me know for sure that I can accomplish things and that my ideas are valid. I've learned to treasure really good friends, as well not to think too hard when it comes to going for something that you want. I was lucky enough to be born into a family that cares for me, and I hope I can use their kindness and my experiences to be a better person to other people. If it's anything that I know, it's that life gives you endless possibilities to change and grow, and that's an amazing thing. Thanks for watching and listening, and I look forward to sharing my stories and ideas with you in the future, so stick around if you want. See you then!